winning. Are you sick of winning yet? Opening monologue.
Nope. Trump is awesome.
All right, so earlier today, after passing the American Health Care Act, House Republicans, they joined the president in the Rose Garden at the White House to celebrate. Finally, we're celebrating. Watch this.
This is a great plan. I actually think it will get even better. And this is, make no mistake, this is a repeal and a replace of Obamacare. Make no mistake about it.
That's
yes,
right.
Premiums will be coming down. Yes, deductibles will be coming down. But very importantly, it's a great plan. And ultimately, that's what it's all about. We knew that wasn't going to work. I predicted it a long time ago. I said it's failing. And now
it is failing.
That it's failing. It's dead.
Obamacare sucks.
Dead. If we don't pay lots of ransom money over to the insurance companies, it would die immediately. So what we have is something very, very incredibly well crafted.
This is a good start, a major step forward in the effort to rid you, the American people, of the disaster that we know as Obamacare. Now, let's be honest. The bill that passed today in the House, it's not perfect. Unfortunately, sadly, there are dozens of Republicans who really didn't want to repeal and replace Obamacare.
But it's a start.
Republicans, even though some of them even campaigned on this promise for 7 years. That's the reality that House conservatives were dealt, and the president was dealt. Now, these are also some major parliamentary hurdles that they had to deal with in the Senate that they have to clear. Budget reconciliation is being used, the Byrd rule. Chuck Schumer already talking about using parts of these parliamentary maneuvers to kill the bill. But what is being put forward today by the president and House Republicans is so much better than what we now see as a disaster, what is Obamacare today, a complete and utter failure, collapsing before your very eyes. More on that in a second. Now, I want to make this point first because it's very important. Democrats, the Destroy Trump media, all radical left, they will do everything they can do to stop this bill from ever reaching the president's desk. This fight is not over. It's very important, now more than ever, that Republicans begin to come together. As I've been saying from the beginning, build consensus. They need to show you, the American people, they are ready to lead and fix America's broken healthcare system because Obamacare is in a death spiral. It's a disaster. Now, Democrats, they're going to go deep down in the gutter. They will deploy every insane, irrational scare tactic to misrepresent what is actually in the bill. For example, this is a riot. Take a look at some of the insanity and the things that Democrats said to the lead-up in today's House vote.
This will cost American lives if it ever becomes
law. Oh my God.
This will mean death.
Really?
Pain and suffering to people's families.
Really?
It's a stupid bill.
Oh, here's the bitch. Drunk Pelosi.
Construction of government. From the beginning, Trumpcare was a moral monstrosity that will devastate seniors, children, and hardworking Americans.
This crushing
here's the racist
on some of the most vulnerable members of our society.
Tens of millions
of
Americans who are living with pre-existing conditions will be screwed.
Instead of this cruel bill, let's come together to improve health care, not take health insurance away from millions just to give.
Did Hillary and Obama tell you guys to say this?
Let's put this bill in the coffin, not Americans. Let's kill and bury this bill. Thank you.
Why? Because so you can have your little pedophile kids on the side?
Racist, sexist, homophobic.
That's right.
Xenophobic. They want dirty air and water. Now, if this isn't enough, yes, Senator Bernie Sanders, he tweeted this. Donald Trump, Republicans just celebrated
he's an idiot.
Thousands of Americans die. Why? So billionaires get tax breaks. Now think about that. And earlier today, after Obamacare-loving Democrats
nothing but lies.
Stinging defeat, this was my favorite moment of the day. They took to the House floor and they taunted Republicans, and I actually enjoyed it. Watch this.
1944, a bill to enhance sanctions with respect to transactions related to North Korea and for other purposes.
All right, so sore losers, every one of them.
They're a bunch of crybabies, Democrats.
Actually still believe the great lie, and it is a great lie. You keep your doctor, you keep your plan, and you'll save, on average, per family, $2,500 per year. Now, you can bet those type of tactics, this is only the beginning. I warn you, so Republicans, you need to show backbone. You better be ready to fight and defend yourselves, because if you don't, the American people sadly will continue to suffer under the crushing failure of Obamacare.
Only if the American people learn how to fight back.
It's important that Republicans act and finish this. Now, take a look at the headlines just this week. NBC News, Aetna to exit Obamacare in Virginia, citing $200 million possible loss. Now look at this, USA Today. Iowa may be without individual health plans if insurer pulls
Because they're
out.
trying to
And
scare
by way,
the
those are just a
public.
couple
That's
of the
why.
countless examples
Don't fall
that
for it.
Obamacare is in this death spiral. I think Mike Pence said today, the vice president, 94 out of 96 or 98 counties will have no options in Iowa next year. Now, here's why Obamacare's entire foundation was based on lies. Remember this, because this is important. Every time the president said this, you remember? It's probably etched in your memory.
No matter how we reform healthcare,
Idiot
we will keep
Muslim
this promise
who was not for America.
to the American people. If you like your doctor, you will be able to keep your doctor.
Liar.
Period.
Liar.
If you like your healthcare plan, you will be able to keep your healthcare plan.
Liar.
Period. If you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor.
Nope.
If you like your healthcare plan, you can keep your healthcare plan.
There's no doubt that we must preserve what's best about our healthcare system, and that means allowing Americans who like their doctor and their healthcare plans to keep them.
And did everybody know that actually Obama was keeping some of that
You
money?
can keep your doctor.
You guys didn't know that, did you?
Nobody is talking about taking that away from you.
The great
Ha!
lie in political history, and by the way, all those Democrats,
He's Judas.
They all repeated that lie. Here's the reality. Millions of Americans lost their doctors. Millions lost their plans. No American family was saving $2,500 per family per year as the president promised you, the American people. Big surprise.
I didn't sign up for that communist Obamacare. Screw that.
Since 2008, premiums for the average family skyrocketed 43%, increasing for the average family $5,400 since implemented. That doesn't even include this year. And this year alone, Obamacare premiums spiked by 25% on average. By the way, poor people that live in Arizona suffering a staggering increase, 116% this year alone. Deductibles for a family jumped by 15% this year alone to almost $7,500.
Democrat senators didn't talk about that.
Imagine this. In a third of all U.S. counties, there is only one healthcare insurer to choose from. President Obama, all those Democrats, they promised a free market system. They lied to you. It's the great lie, and they failed miserably. So now Republicans, they're stepping in to fix Obama and the Democrats' mess. They're now offering a plan that is actually based on free market principles that will actually lower costs. And the CBO projects premiums for the average American will actually, get this, go down under the Republican plan instead of rising by 25% like they did under Obamacare this year. You American people, all of you out there, you deserve to have the flexibility, choose the type of plan that best suits your needs instead of big government mandates that dictate the kind of care you can buy. It gets rid of over $1 trillion in taxes, $1 trillion, reduces the deficit. If I was down in Washington today, it's not the perfect bill. If I was serving in Congress, I would have voted yes. As the vice president said, this begins the process of undoing the death spiral of Obamacare.
But that's what people need to remember.
The author of the brand new book, Understanding Trump.
They need to remember that Obama created this mess and Trump is fixing